This is Eric,
And this is Sandy.
and we're here today with Mike from Mike's Philippine Retirement. Well, good afternoon, Mike. We're here in Cebu City. How's it going?
It's going good. Janet and I got up here Sunday afternoon, and we're looking for a condo. Anybody have a condo close by for rent cheap? Let me know.
All right, Mike is from Dumaguete, and I wanted to ask you a little bit about your background. And you come from the States, right? And what state and city you came from?
Well, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm a Buckeye fan. Browns, Indians, Cavaliers, Ohio State, the Ohio State Buckeye football team. Then I moved to Las Vegas in '97.
Okay.
And I was there until 2019. Then I moved to New Mexico, and then COVID hit. In 2022, I moved to Bohol, and the rest is history.
Okay. And how long have you been in the Philippines?
I got here February 2022. That's going to put us at about 1 year, 7 months. So a little over a year and a half.
Okay, so let me ask you, why did you first come to the Philippines, or what piqued your interest in the Philippines?
The girls.
Okay, that's pretty frank, guys. You see that?
Though, you compare, we'll get to the point, we compare the women here in the Philippines to the women in the U.S.
That's a big difference.
And I've been trying to make this video and get the wording right, but the Filipino women all dress so nice all the time. I don't care what size, shape they are, they try to look nice whenever they go out of the house.
That's right.
American women, they have that Walmart thing going on. They go to Walmart in the morning with their sweatpants and this old t-shirt that they wore all night in bed, their hair up, and they got their slippers on, and they don't look good. Janet would never go out like that. So the women here are just plain out beautiful.
Okay. Did you look at any YouTube channels before making your decision, before
Yeah.
coming out here?
Yes, I watched all the old guys. Old Dog, even though he's not that old. Rick A, Ned, Philippine Dreams, and Bud Brown.
Okay. So Mike just got married. I want to congratulate him on that.
Well, thank you. Cheers to where Janet's at. Yeah, thank you. It's been about 2 weeks now. How long have we been married? 2 weeks? 2 weeks and a couple days.
Very newlyweds that we have here.
Yes.
And so what's your age gap, by the way?
Our age, 38. 38 years we've been separated in age.
Okay, that's good. Let me ask you this. Do you have any adjustments, I should ask, that you had to make by marrying such a young woman?
Well, when you say young woman, I'm going to take a little exception to that. Janet is a young woman. She's 32 years old. We do have a 38-year age gap. But Janet is no child. Being 32, she has an 11-year-old son. She's held the job for over 10 years after she finished school. She's paid her dues. She is to be described as a woman. And because our age gap is different, yes, here in the Philippines, the women are much younger. They're respectful of older men. The culture here is not against an age gap type relationship, especially one that's a relationship. I'm not talking about someone coming over here for 2 weeks and dating 17, 18, 19-year-old girls. We're in over a year-long relationship, same as many other people who have a 30, 40-year age gap. They're in a full-time relationship. They made the commitment to marry. They support their wife, and the wife supports them. So, no, the only issues I receive are from people with their Western values still. And they don't understand how hard it is here for a young woman once she has a child and she's on her own, and to latch, I'm going to call it latching on to a foreigner, but she latched on to somebody that cared for her. And I She cares for me, I care for her. So no adjustments.
Okay, okay. So tell us some of the things you like about Dumaguete. Let's say a few things that you really like about Dumaguete.
Dumaguete, to me, is the perfect city. You can do everything there. You can go scuba diving. You can go up in the mountains. You can go snorkeling, the beach, go in the city, have coffee. 6-hour drive, you can be in Cebu City. It's easy to get around, many different things to do.
Okay. And at the same token, what are some of the worst things about it that you don't like?
What I don't like about Dumaguete? Not too much. Dumaguete is a pretty solid community. Being that it's a college town, it's also a retirement town, and it has a middle class there. It has its limitations on restaurants, places to eat, but there are a variety of places to eat. My only negative is people who don't live in Dumaguete cracking on Dumaguete. Dumaguete is a joke to some people. It's Dramageddon. It's a way for a lot of people to get clicks on their YouTube channel, especially those who don't even live in the country of the Philippines, let alone those who don't live in Dumaguete. But the city itself is a fine community.
Okay.
Growing, yes.
Okay. So, do you plan on going back to the States to live at any point?
I have no aspirations to go back at this time.
Okay, okay. And with your new wife, Janet, are you guys planning on having any children, you think, in the future, or no?
Well, God willing, if something happens, we'll accept it, but we are not planning on it.
So how long were you guys together before you got married?
We met in May 2022, and we decided in June to live together, start our relationship. And we both said, if we can make it 1 year, we'll go ahead and get married. So when June came around the next year, we started the process and got married.
Okay.
Being I'm 69, how many years should I wait?
Yeah,
why
not?
So, 1 year of no problems. We live together. We have our ups and downs like everybody does. But all in all, it's been a great relationship.
Okay. How long have you been retired, Mike?
I retired the first time in 2019, and my mom's husband died that year.
Okay.
So I decided, before I go to the Philippines, I'll go spend the winter with my mom in New Mexico. Then COVID hit, and I got stuck in New Mexico for 2 more years. I went back to work as I was collecting my Social Security. So my last day of work was the day before I flew out to the Philippines, February 21st, 2022.
Okay. And so far you've been enjoying your retirement in the Philippines?
It's more than I expected.
Okay.
It is more than I expected.
Is there anything you can tell our members about coming to the Philippines that you may want to either encourage them or tell them something that they can look forward to?
Yeah, I want to
seeing?
encourage everybody who watches YouTube about the Philippines. Come visit the Philippines.
Okay.
If you can't live here, visit. If you do decide you want to live here, just have your money right. There's been enough talk on that subject. You got to have money to live here. Nobody's going to give you anything.
Okay, Mike. I appreciate you coming out here. Tell them about your channel, if you will.
My channel, Mike's Philippine Retirement with Janet. We've been on the air now for 1 year, and we talk about Dumaguete, Dumaguete rentals, condos up here in Cebu now, our life, our happiness, and our unhappiness. It's just about our life.
Okay.
Mike is famous here in Philippines.
Yes, Mike is already famous here.
I'm famous here. I don't. You guys are
well,
talking to
well known.
different person. There's another Mike.
Because he's from Dramageddon.
That's a joke, guys.
Mike's from Dramageddon. I am.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they're from Cebu.
That's the latest joke, guys, about Dumageddon. They're calling it Dramageddon.
That joke has been going on since Ricky,
Yeah.
back in the middle 2000s. Yeah,
Well,
2015 was the first time I heard that joke.
Okay, we're going to encourage you guys to go by and then check out their channel and subscribe. We'll have a link to their channel, Mike's Philippine Retirement, in the description of the video. So once again, we want to thank you guys
Well,
for coming up here. And we enjoyed our time together.
Thank you so much, guys, for continuing watching us. And once again,
This is Eric.
and Cindy, and this is
Mike.
Mike and John. Have a good
Bye
one.
for now.
Love you guys.